Mwah. Hi everyone, happy Wednesday. Okay, this is going to be like pretty much like our last like official assignment that we're doing cuz Thursday I'm just going to like show off some work that you guys have done and then Friday I have like a really special treat for you. So, this is like going to be like our last thing. So, this assignment is really important to Miss Holmes. Like it just makes me happy. And so I'm going to that was the Utah accent going, I am going to ask you to like not just like rush through this. Like really take some time, write some nice things and like really think about this because this is like just like really important to Miss Holmes and it just like not for like my job or like because of like scores or anything, but just like for my heart. Like for my heart, this is important. So I am just going to ask that you just try really hard on this, okay? So this is what it is. And you all know how to do this, but there's just one thing I need to show you for like saving it. Because like if you save it the wrong way, it gets kind of weird. So I just need to like show you how to save it correctly. Okay. So on our like classwork page. Obviously, you've already clicked on this if you're watching this, and then you click on this master's copy. Okay, so here's what it is. So this is like we are going to fill out like kind of like advice for like my students next year, but also more than that, for me this is just fun because like I love to read stuff like this. Like I just love to see like what you guys liked, what you didn't like what were your favorite memories. Like for me, like this is important just cuz like it makes my heart happy. Like this is like why I'm a teacher because stuff like this makes me so happy. So for me this is really important. But you're going to fill this stuff out, guys, and then I'm either going to print them off or if we're still doing online school because who knows, I'll like make a PowerPoint and I'll show my students next year like, okay guys. And so the idea is that my students next year when they come in, like they're going to be like, who is this like Miss Holmes? Like we don't know Miss Holmes, like we don't know anything about her. And also like she was only at the school for like a little bit and then like we left. So, like we don't even really know her. So like there's going to be like a lot of questions. And so the idea is you guys are like, okay, chill Fred, chill Fred. We're the experts. We are the experts on this classroom and how it works. So don't freak out. We can help you guys out. And so you guys are going to be giving them like tips and advice for next year. Okay. So this is kind of like what it looks like. So this is like the title page. And so, okay, so I'm going to show you first how to save it. Because this is the most important part. Like you have to do this correctly because, okay, so you guys like, you see this? See how up here it says master's copy? That means that like this is for everyone. So like if you go into this and like start editing and start doing stuff to it, it's going to mess up everyone's. So this, don't touch it. So when you click on this link, click on it, and then it's going to pull like this up. Go to, this is super important. So if you need to like watch this one time to make sure you got this, do this. Click file, and then you're going to go down here where it says make a copy. Right here it says make a copy. And then you're going to click entire presentation. What you're telling the computer is, I want you to make a copy of this, of all of this. I don't want just this one picture. I want all three of these, okay? So you go file, make a copy, and then you're going to say, yeah, I want the entire presentation. So one more time, because this is so important. File, make a copy, entire presentation. So if you don't do this and you just start editing the master copy, everyone's going to see it. Everyone's going to know instantly like, oh, Miss Holmes, she didn't follow directions. Like everyone's going to know instantly who it was. So make sure you do this right, okay? And then you're going to click entire presentation. And then it's going to say, well, what do you want to call it? And so you could just call it, I would just call it your name, like Miss Holmes tips. Or you could just say, you could just even like type your name in. Just put your name in for sure so that I know whose it is, okay? And then you're going to click, that's all you have to do. You don't have to like select any of this or any of this. This is all you have to do, okay? And then click okay. And so now when it pulls up, here we go. See, okay, it's the exact same thing as this one. See, exact same thing, but this one was the master's copy. This is for everyone. This one's just for you. So this, it tells you the title right here, Miss Holmes Tips. So this is like if my name was John, I'd put like John's Tips or something right here. Like this tells me what I'm working with. So make sure you don't edit the master copy. Make sure you edit your copy and that you title it something, okay? So then what you're gonna do is first on this like title page, it says you're gonna edit this with your own stuff. So where it says expert end of year tips and advice, this belongs to, and then you just type your name here. So you just click on it and you just like, there we go. Okay. Oh, or maybe not. Like that. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Yeah. And then you just delete this and then you type your name in here. So you'd say like Miss Holmes. Done. And then it's done. And then like you notice like it's off-centered. You can leave it like that if you want, or you can like, you're smart. You guys know how to do this. Like, actually I just messed that up. Never mind. Okay. There we go. Miss Holmes. There we go. So that this tells us this belongs to Miss Holmes. And depending on I might print these off or I might just like leave them in a PowerPoint depending on what happens next year, okay? So then you go to this, helpful tips and advice. And so you are talking to like future, like the kids that I'm going to have next year, okay? So helpful tips and advice. Welcome to 4th grade. My top 3, okay, and you can also, just so you guys know, you can like make this like, because this is kind of small, like, I don't know, my eyes are like, barely can see that. So if you come right here to this little like magnifying glass right here, you can click on this and you're gonna go, yep, I want to zoom up, and you can like zoom up, or you can do the exact opposite. You can be like, yeah, I want to zoom out instead, and it'll zoom you back out. But you're like, I want to zoom in, I can't really see. Okay, so this is helpful tips and advice, and it says, welcome to 4th grade. My top 3 tips to survive the new school year are, and then this is stuff that you're telling them about, like, this is what you need to do to like kind of like survive the new school year. And maybe it's like, make sure you go to sleep on time, or like make sure that you get to school on time, or make sure you have a good breakfast, or maybe it's more specific stuff like, you know, like when Miss Holmes does check-in in the morning, make sure you get your name in, or don't talk during choice time, because like she gets mad when you talk during choice time, or don't ask about the games because she'll get mad if you ask about the games, or make sure you hang up your coat, or maybe it's, you know, when you're on your playground, do this, like stuff like this, or, you know, like make sure you get your handshake down, like you want to have your hand, like it's your own advice, like, okay, if you're coming to Miss Holmes's class for a new school year, here's what you gotta know, okay? And then you come here and you say, here's a little bit about me, and you just, oh, and I'm still on Zoom, zoom out. And then to get off of this, you're not zooming, you just click this little mouse here. And now I'm back to this. And so you say, here's a little bit about me. And you just type about you, like, and don't just say my name is this. Like, talk about yourself. Like, my name is Miss Holmes. I like this. I like, yeah, and make it look nice, okay? And then about your new teacher. And then talk about me. Like, here's what kind of, between us, here's what you need to know about Miss Holmes, okay? And then your favorite memories. And so like right here, type something that you remember. I know like you have like memories of like Miss Hanson. Try to think of like a favorite memory with me, okay? Like my favorite memory from Miss Holmes, okay? And then when you're done with this one, click on helpful tips and advice. And then when you come on to helpful tips on advice, it'll say some activities you will love doing this year. And here you can say like, if there's something you guys did with Miss Hanson that like, you know, everyone in 4th grade does that you just didn't do with me, that's okay to like type it here. Or you'll say like, hey, like with Miss Holmes, you're going to learn like the 4th grade songs and that's really fun. Or, hey, with Miss Holmes, you're going to learn about heroes and that's really cool. Or let me tell you about the Daily 5. You're going to want to know about that. Like talk about that here. Language arts. So here, language arts, that's for us is Daily 5. So other lame classrooms call it language arts. We call it Daily 5. So like, or should I change it to Daily 5? I'm too lazy. Okay. So here on Daily 5, so talk about like, just kind of talk about Daily 5, like kind of like, here's what you need to know about Daily 5, or here's like, or you could like talk about up here, like, here's what you need to know about audiobooks. Here's what you need to know about this, or, you know, like, here's what you need to know about cleaning up the floor. Here's what you need to know about earning points, like oops points and oh yeah points, or here's what you need to know about the chimes, or the buttons, or the quiet light, or we have a lot of rules in our classroom, don't we? Or Miss Holmes doesn't like it when you touch her desk, or here's what chill Fred means, or she's going to say life's tough, wear a helmet. Here's what you need to know about that. Like that's where you can like talk about all that. And then here's kind of where you talk about Daily 5. Here's what you talk about like math and science. Like here's some stuff you need to know about like math and science. And this is where you talk about books. Like here's some like books that we read in the class. Here's like, they can also be read a lot of books that you read with Miss Hanson, or hey, like we did this Holes party. Here's what's up with that, or, you know, stuff like that. And then if you're all done, that's great. You can add more to this if you want. If you like, when you're done with this, you're like, these kids are going to need help. There is some stuff about fourth grade that they just need to know. Then what you can do is you can click this little plus right here, and it brings up a whole other, like, just a blank one, and you can just go to town in here. So what you can do is you can just click this little box right here. This is a T for text box. Just click that and just like drop right there like that. And that's just words. And so you can just start typing here. You can make a whole PowerPoint presentation if you want to on helpful tips and advice. In fact, I'd kind of love it. I would probably cry if you did that. I would love it. But if you could just fill out this, I would deeply appreciate it. But the more you like, if I went on and there was more stuff, I'd be like, because maybe this is also good advice for me. Like, I need to know, like, oh, like, I should probably tell them about that. That's like good advice for me, you know? Okay. When you're completely done with this, when you've edited it exactly how you want, click share and share it with me. Just like how you shared your guys' like amazing, like other PowerPoints, same thing. Share it with me. I can't see it until you share it with me. So make sure you share this with me, just like you share your other stuff, okay? So I think that's it. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'm actually really excited for this activity. These are the kind of activities that usually make me cry. So, and the good kind of cry, not the sad kind of cry, kind of like the I love them all so much kind of cry. So I think we're going to have a good time with assignment, okay? So let me know if you have any problems, okay? I love you all, and I mean it when I say that. I do. Mwah.